road. Dynamic Banter. Time to shut up and start the show.
Outside and it let it snow. The holiday season is here and we're there. Gonna have a great time this year.
Everybody's shopping at the mall. Everybody's with their mom at the mall. Everybody's getting blind box toys in the mall. No one can find parking at the mall.
Looking for stuff on sale at the mall because everything's expensive at the mall. If you don't have a coupon to buy, you're gonna be that guy.
There's a cupcake vending machine at the mall. They still have a Sbarros at the mall. Are there any Sbarros that are not in the mall? It is Christmas time in the mall.
Every time I see the cupcake machine, I think about the guys outside on the street begging for money to have a bad life. It's hard to be alive, but we got cupcake machines in the mall.
You're never gonna see a homeless guy at a cupcake machine. Those machines, they cost too much. It's almost like you're paying more for the cupcake, even though you're not getting it from a bakery, you're getting it from a machine.
Guys, welcome to the show. It's Christmas.
It's finally Christmas.
It's Christmas time. Just clarifying, this is not the Christmas episode.
Yes, but people know.
Do you guys understand
that
that it's not Christmas today?
We should not be talking about or thinking about Christmas.
We can't talk about Christmas on the 19th of December.
No one else is there.
It's too
People
early.
aren't ready for it, man. You know.
Can I ask you a question?
I walked into
Can I
the
just ask
grocery
you a
store
question?
and on the 19th
Ask
of
you a
December,
question.
and I heard Christmas music, and I was like,
I heard that song.
too
playing.
early.
I heard that exact song playing at Whole Foods.
Yeah, the
this
one about the
morning.
cupcake machine.
If you've gotten your
Correct
tree,
timeless.
if you've done anything Christmas related, if you've listened to Christmas music, you're the people I hate.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's
it's
too
too
early.
early.
You're doing it too early. I love it, but I want to be in support of you guys.
Me too, man. And I was due on Dynamic Banter. Welcome to the show.
Can I ask you one more Christmas question?
Yes, please.
And this is part of my Christmas observations. Let's start the music. I'm just kidding. I know that's next episode. I just was curious. When you grow up in a place that like doesn't have snow or cold, really, how do you know Christmas is coming? What is like the first sign of like, here comes Christmas?
Well,
As
and
a
also
childhood.
Yeah, and also the fact there's like barely a seasonal change between the summer and then the fall and then the winter. But it really does come down to, are you seeing Christmas decorations being put up?
Are people being
Christmas
overall
trees
merry
in the
and
windows?
bright?
Yeah. And are you hearing Christmas? Are you seeing endless consumerist Christmas things
Yeah.
in the stores?
Yeah, so the stores tell you.
You know,
That's
and also,
Christmas.
dude, it actually happened to me this year. We, my girlfriend and I, we went to the mall, this outdoor mall, where they're playing Christmas music, and I was like, and we went like maybe like it wasn't even like Thanksgiving yet. And they were playing the fucking Christmas music in the mall, in the outdoor mall, and I was like, I guess it's fucking Christmas time, you know? Even if it's not Thanksgiving yet, I guess we're in the season of Christmas time. And that's what made me feel like Christmas is here this year. That was the first Christmas vibe I
feel
got.
that.
We should make a song out of that.
Dude, one of my, if I may,
Yes,
you may.
please.
one of my.
You always may, by the way.
You
thank
always
you.
may.
Hey, thank you, boys, and I love you, boys.
Love you.
And one of the earliest times this year that I got a little bit of that Christmas joy, and I was like, oh, it's Christmas time, was, I don't know, probably like a month ago when you, Steve, played a Christmas song. And that made me so joyous. I was like, dude, it's actually like becoming Christmas time.
Yeah.
And we just got the tree set up in my house, and it's fucking glorious.
We don't have a tree.
Are you gonna?
I don't know. We went to Target.
What a fucking pain in the ass having a real tree is.
Oh, no, we're never doing that.
Having a tree
it's
in
awesome.
general
I
is
know.
such a fucking
I know.
dirt pain in the ass.
Oh,
but
yeah.
once you have it, it makes all the difference in the world. What other holidays do you put a full
Fucking tree.
family of branches
tree.
in your shit?
Tree
It's
with
different than just having like house plants around. It's not a house plant.
It's the only holiday where you introduce another like living
a
mechanism
species.
into your
Another
home.
species.
Besides
Yeah.
Easter with the bunny.
Yeah, everyone
guys
gets a
get a
bunny,
bunny every
and then
year?
you slaughter it, and then it comes back 3 days later.
Then
And
you
that's
slaughter
Like
it?
when the cop comes to my door during Christmas and asks how many people are in the premises right now, I say, well, it's me, my girlfriend, my cat, and that tree.
yeah.
Because it's
They say-
another person.
And then they say, "Do you got a license for that tree?"
And I go, oh shit. And then I run under the thing under my bed that's a tunnel that if I go fast enough, I could get a head start.
That's right.
And my boy Manuel's on the other end.
You know who else is in those tunnels? That's a safe place to be. Dude. Christmas.
Did your papa take you to the tree farm? And you guys picked out a tree? Did you have real tree in your home as a kid? Let's
Sometimes
start
we
there.
had a real tree, but I think we would just go to a place.
And just
that-
buy the tree that's there.
Yeah, we never like cut it down.
Okay, so you never did like the cut down thing.
We're from Connecticut. You're not supposed to touch the trees.
They're endangered.
There's supposed to be forest. No, we never did that. I'm sure there was like so much of that around us. That's the kind of like culture
Yeah.
because there's so much woods. I think you would see people growing them throughout the year. Like people have a pumpkin
For
patch.
sure.
You would see people growing little pimes. And what a science that is to be like, I'm gonna plant this now, and in a year or 2 or 3, it'll be
more.
like a family sized tree.
Yeah, and then we could celebrate Christmas with this little guy.
Yeah.
I guess I remember kind of what you just said, like going to the tree farm, which was essentially people just shipped in Christmas trees.
Yeah.
And then they would like put a parking lot, they'd put a picket fence around a parking lot.
Yeah.
And then they just bring in all the trees and just set them up.
Yeah.
And then you go in there and you'd go like, all right, which one do you want? To who gives a shit?
Here, I have enjoyed that experience.
Yeah.
Because it is getting a real tree that like smells real.
Yeah.
I have not enjoyed the LA pumpkin experience.
Oh, because you guys got it legit over there. With
you
like,
guys should
patches
not
and
do
shit.
that at all within the city, and you should make people drive to like Idlewild
Oh,
or
in order to get a pumpkin.
So it's like
Snow
a real
line.
fucking environment of like
Yeah.
fall
Yeah.
and shit. I agree.
It feels very bad to be in a parking lot covered in hay
and dog piss.
and dog piss, and there's pumpkins like sitting on top of hay.
Dude, we got a pumpkin this year, and we had.
Congratulations.
Thank you
Yeah,
guys.
dude, can we take a moment?
No,
That's
seriously.
huge.
I know. It's big. It's big. So
Was it a big pumpkin?
it was a standard sized pumpkin, maybe
Okay.
about a 10-inch or 12-inch.
It was decommissioned. One time a princess had gone to a ball
It
in
was a
it.
former Navy warship.
It was a reverb.
times.
And
There was a
so-
family of mice that had a whole furniture set up in there and everything.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
It looked
Dude, was,
abandoned, like
it was
they fell on
fucking
hard
mid-century. And we have this squirrel on our property that we've named Borat.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
you
this
told us about this
fucking
girl. This is the
squirrel-
one that may have poisoned your dog.
Maybe.
Is this the one you're talking about?
Yes.
The
same
husky one?
squirrel. Yes.
Okay.
The bastard one.
The bastard.
The bastard husky
squirrel-
squirrel.
This squirrel ate half of a fucking pumpkin,
10-incher.
like on its own.
Damn, dude. Imagine how horny
Wait,
that squirrel
really?
is.
Literally just this one squirrel. Like imagine probably bigger than 10 inches, probably like 15-inch pumpkin, like
Yeah.
a good sized pumpkin. This bastard over the course of like a few days ate half of a fucking pumpkin.
Do you think, because you're by the beach boy,
Year.
do you think squirrels get into like people's garbages and like eat like edibles and stuff that people throw away and
then
get
it's
into
just-
the garbage of like a dispensary, and
like,
then they see
oh,
your pumpkin
fuck.
and they're like, yeah.
This is the best day of my life.
Fucking pumpkin.
Best fucking day of my life.
Dude, a squirrel's roaming around the neighborhood and it sees your pumpkin on your deck and it's like, oh, fuck.
Are my eyes deceiving me? Or is that a whole fucking pumpkin right now?
That's the dream.
That's awesome, man. Now I think about it that way. I fuck with this squirrel.
You did that to that. You
Yeah.
gave that squirrel that experience.
I was like, yo, you.
Yeah. Dude, it's so easy to like look at that squirrel and be like, you're a fat fuck, you ruined our holidays. And then think about the joy that that pumpkin brought that squirrel.
Yes.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Wasn't the squirrel shoving pumpkins in his cheeks? And
Totally.
taking home to his whole boys?
No, he was eating it all to himself.
You think he's eating himself?
100%. It was
You
a
don't think
male
he-
squirrel.
Yeah, man.
I have a question. I have a question about something that just happened.
Okay. Yeah.
Never mind. I think I got it.
I don't give a.
That's fine. Whatever. Did you carve the pumpkin? You got a chance to carve it?
No, we didn't carve it.
You just sat the pumpkin.
The squirrel
up there.
carved
That's
it.
But the fucking squirrel carved
Yeah.
it for sure.
Carved about half of
We were
it.
gonna carve it, and then we were gonna like roast the pumpkin seeds like we do every year.
Yeah.
But can't do it now. It's
You gotta
covered
get-
in fucking chlamydia.
Maybe you get one next year for roasting, and you do
And one for squirrel.
scoopsies, and one for squirrel,
Yeah.
and then you carve it after you harvest it.
For sure.
We had those. We got little babies, little baby pumpkin,
Nice.
Yeah, like little gourds.
little gourd, and
I had a couple of those.
and
I
we,
love those.
Yeah, I put out my my hitchhiking ghosts. I have these hitchhiking ghosts,
That's awesome, man.
guys, that I've been hanging on to. But it's kind of a sore subject actually because I only have 2 of the 3. And it's really embarrassing and hard for me.
Why? Because you always wanted the third. but
Always
you
wanted
couldn't
the
get it?
3rd, but this was the time when I was married, with my ex-wife, and
she
you
got
know,
a third of
She was very
everything.
strict with the funds.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
And we were saving money, and and it just to a degree that was helpful for sure.
Yeah,
But I was like, dude, these fucking hitchhiking ghosts are on sale. They're like way cheap. Like I want to say each one was like $100.
I was gonna say, what's a average running cost for hitchhiking
Because
ghosts?
this is like these are like statues, like big fucking outdoor statues.
Yeah, I seen them.
And they're fucking cool. You've seen them. And you could plug them in. They're meant to be outdoors, and they have like a little light element to them, and it shines a little light on them, and it looks really cool.
Yeah,
It's just like an outdoor decoration. And so I had the 2 of them, and then I was like, dude, I was like, my lady, we must get the 3rd one so we can have all the 3 hitchhiking ghosts. What do you think? I'm a stupid fucking idiot?
yeah.
Buying 2 of the hitchhiking ghosts? That's fucking stupid.
Why didn't you buy all 3 at once?
Well, I wanted to, and then my fucking perfect in every way ex-wife
Ex-wives are always perfect in every
perfect,
way.
and she was like, we can't. You got it. You got those 2, and that's it. And I was like, but you want this too?
Yeah.
And she was like, yeah, but we're just, we'll get it. We'll get just, you can only get 2 of those.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Dude, can I ask you a question?
I was like, this is stinky.
Can I ask you a question as a guy with an ex-wife?
Yeah, bro.
I've never had an ex-wife. I'm still like, we're
still working
we're
on
in the
it.
planning stages right now.
You're testing it out.
But if you thought of like, if I had an ex-wife who I like was like, we're all set. 2 of us will have different lives from now on. You know how the trope is like, you fuck my ex-wife, and then you would get really upset, like, how dare you do that? I think if I had one of those ex-wives, my instinct to hear that somebody was having sex with her would be like, oof.
Dude,
Good luck.
exactly. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
That's exactly the feeling.
That's good. That must be a nice feeling.
Yeah, I mean, like, isn't it crazy though that like, in your friend group, like James, maybe you have some experience with
You ever
this,
fuck one of your friends' ex-wives?
or ex-girlfriends or anything like that. But you've been like married for like fucking 40 years or
Yes.
some shit.
You also look like, if you were single, you look like a guy who would fuck your friend's ex-wife.
Thank you, bro.
You're welcome. That is a compliment.
And that's the thing, like. But you probably have friends who have done this. Like all
know.
there's. I feel like every friend group,
Maybe not like ex-wives, but maybe like
ex-girlfriends,
maybe not even ex-girlfriends. Maybe just like
girls
girls
liked.
that like guys
Someone
liked, or
People
like
your
people
friends
that
said hi to at some point.
Because that's what it is.
Yeah,
If
that
they-
like maybe
yeah.
they hooked up and shit. Maybe then they hooked up and there was like a thing,
Yeah,
Yeah,
there was
definitely.
unpleasantness.
a rift.
It
Yeah.
starts with this is someone that I liked, and then goes to you fucked my ex-wife. Like
Yeah,
you
yeah,
fucked
yeah.
someone I liked.
Fucking
you fucked
ex-wife
my
is
ex-girlfriend.
varsity fucking someone I like.
Yeah. And so like
And collegiate is if they have kids.
That's right.
so I had this experience where
And
cuz
pro is if they get married.
like you guys must have had like friend group experience where someone was like, I like that girl but my friend fucked them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they knew I liked her, and they
Yeah,
still
yeah, yeah.
fucked her.
Yeah.
And it kind of like creates this like weirdness to whatever degree that you want that they can handle that, or
Yeah.
wherever they want to take that.
That dissipates for me in
It
college
must.
age.
It must, yeah.
Because once we were out of that, I'm like, oh, we're all adults and we're all
who
like
gives
in
a
the
shit?
real world. So it's hard enough to be in the real world. So if you wanted to fuck someone I kissed at a bar once, that's okay.
Right. So, but that was years back. I was in like a pretty long relationship with someone who we had broken up, and this was like a couple of months later after the breakup. And I'm at this place with friends, and there's this other friend who's kind of on the outskirts of my personal friend group, but
Friend
close,
of a friend,
close with some other friends. And I was like, at one point they come over and they're like, "Hey man, what's up?" And I'm like, "Hey, what's up?" And whatever. Night goes on, and then at one point, one of my friends comes up to me and is like, "Hey man, like, I don't know if you know this, but this person, I can't even remember their name. They're, I don't know if you know, but they're kind of like with your ex right now. And they're like scared of you. Like they're scared to talk to you and scared for that that. Like, and so I just want to know that. I want to know if you know that. Yeah. And I also want to know how you feel about that.
Because I have to tell them.
Because it's like, it was like weird, like I'm just having a good night with my boys.
And did you recognize that someone was being weird and different and you didn't know why?
Well, I hadn't put it together
but the
until
intuition
that.
Was there.
The intuition was that this person that I see rarely was like weirdly kind of standoffish at first.
Yeah.
But then like I didn't see them again, which is totally normal when you're in like a group setting with a bunch of friends and shit. Like everyone finds their friends in their group and they go do their thing. Like you don't need to hang out with the same people all night in these situations. But it was such a weird feeling to me because I was like really hurt by that person, by that ex. And so I was like, I wasn't ready to be in a like jovial situation with someone who is currently dating someone that like fucked me up a little bit.
Cause it's like, I don't want to be reminded of that person.
No.
And then like, I think less of you for liking someone like that.
Yeah, because I know so much about that person and this is like a fresh thing with you. And I'm like, bro, like, it's almost one of those situations where it's like, I do have a friend who we joke about how we kind of hooked up with the same person at different times, obviously. But I have a friend who we now talk about it and go like, dude, you remember how fucking much of a fucking bullet dodge that was for... And I was like, dude, and I knew... And I saw you going through it, and I didn't even... because you don't want to say that to someone who's like dating...
Do you not? You don't want to say that to a certain person that you may not have...
a super closeness with?
Yeah, like if you don't care that they go through like tumultuous times. And then it's like, when do you warn someone? Because people are going to make their own mistakes regardless.
For sure.
But like if I cared about you a lot, if I cared about you a lot, I'd probably have some type of inclination that somebody else was like, you had a weird situation with somebody.
For sure. And you could just be like, hey, heads up, just a heads up. But like, in my experience with that kind of thing, like I've had the conversation with someone, I'm like, just so you know, like, and maybe it wasn't even my place, but it was like, I was friends with someone who was like in a deep relationship with that person. And I saw shit and know shit that like, maybe I should let you know, but maybe it's not my place.
Sure.
Also. But I've also found that it doesn't really matter. Like even let's take that part out of the equation, but you're friends with someone who's in a relationship and they're like having a difficult time and they're explaining to you like why they're having a difficult time and you're like, maybe this is something that like you guys are just not compatible, but they're like in love. Yeah. And you don't want to just be like, look, as your friend, I want you to know I feel like I see an incompatibility.
Right, but if they don't see it, it's never gonna...
Exactly, it just doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It doesn't change anything. And I almost feel the same way about the like, hey man, heads up, because that guy's getting his fucking rocks off.
Dude, also sometimes to the contrary, your friend could be like, hey, just watch out for this, but you don't want to be out of it. So you're like, oh, fuck you.
right.
Exactly. And then it pushes you the other way where it buys you more time in the terrible relationship because you're doing it like defiantly.
For sure. Yeah. And then you like one day stumble back into that person's life and
Yeah.
they're way out of that relationship.
And then you go, I fucking told
And then
you.
they go like, I know. And like, they don't want to face it.
Yeah.
They don't want to be
Because
like, I
they
should have
know that
listened.
there's a part of you that has less respect for them now.
Dude, yeah, like I had the, I mean, I don't know. I had a crazy near miss experience, like almost became that.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was meeting someone for a date and a friend of mine would just so happened to be at the place where I was meeting this person for a date. And I was like, whoa, this is crazy. And I was like pretty early. It was like 45 minutes before.
Always get to a date 45
Dude,
minutes early.
I
I've
try to
always
be
said
In
that.
case you have to take a poop.
Yeah, exactly.
you gotta poop.
Or in case there's someone hotter there.
Or in case you get a flat tire.
Or in case you get a fat tire.
Or in case there's somebody else hotter there in the seat you were going to sit in.
Or if you have to poop.
Or if you have to poop. And so I ran into this friend and I was like, oh my God. And I love this person. It's so fun bumping into this person. And I hadn't seen them in so long. And we just like instantly snapped back into having, you know, what our friendship was like back when we were like real chill. And we were just laughing and cracking up and having a great time. And I'm like, anyway. And he's like, so what are you doing here, man? And I'm like, I'm actually about to meet someone for a date. This is a date. I'm like about to meet this person for a date. And he's like, oh, that's really cool, man. Congratulations. Like, anybody I know? Or like, who's the person? And I'm like, I tell them who it is. And they're like,
Whoa.
they're like, come outside
Cartoonized.
with me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, uh-oh. And they were like,
Come outside into your car and drive away with me.
So I go outside and I'm like, what's up? And he proceeds to tell me the most ridiculous shit about this person.
Oh, no.
And I'm like, oh shit. And I'm like, I didn't even know. Like, I don't know this person.
Yeah.
And he's like, but I know this person. And this person was married to someone in the industry I'm in.
Yeah.
And they got divorced. And we know all sorts of shit about this person.
I think I know who it is.
And he's like, he's like, do not even. Don't
Yeah.
even bother.
We should have them on as a guest.
The friend that told me about that or
No,
the other
the person.
person? Dude, never in a million years.
I'm so curious.
If there's a chance that you actually know who this person is, which I actually think might be slim.
Yeah.
Because you might be thinking of someone that it's not.
I do for a fact know that we had a conversation about somebody that had a little history of being
History.
History Road.
There were a few of them in my day. I
So
think.
that you
there
never
were
know.
a few interesting times and mistakes.
But
in my
that's
day.
good. So now I'm thinking like, is there, you want to do that because I know that I have warned friends about people in the
Yeah.
past. But then does that create an environment where like people can't change?
Yeah, I mean, it did sound like there were some certain aspects of this stories he was telling me that were like fairly recent.
Yeah, this just happened last week.
And
But she might be a completely different. She might have done ayahuasca.
might be changed after a week. Yeah. But it was so funny because I was like, well, I'm not going to ghost this person. And I'm not going to be like, hey, I'm not feeling good. Or, hey, I'm like not feeling the vibe or whatever.
Yeah,
I was like, I'm going to let this person come to this place. And then I'm going to, because you always gotta.
Yeah.
You gotta let the person come to the place first.
And then I
And
was
then
like,
leave.
and then I'll just like say what's up and then tell them that like, hey, like, maybe this isn't going to work out
Yeah.
or something. And so my friend was like, I'm going to stick around and see, like, kind of like check it out or whatever. And so it's so funny because not only was this person incredibly late
oh no!
to when they said they would be there.
Yikes!
They brought 2 people with them that they were in a like polycule.
It's time for you to. It's the first day. It's time for you to meet my polycule. And then your friend is in the corner, like
Yeah, I was right.
like who brings their other fucker?
what
People they're
date do
fucking
you?
to
What
their
date
first.
do you bring the polycule on?
Yeah, which date is it okay?
Yeah.
Which date do you bring up the polycule?
One.
You're like, I'm den. She's like, I'm den mother in this polycule.
Yeah.
And-
Dude, that's one. By the way, if anyone out there is in one of those, that's first date conversation.
Absolutely, it's like
100%.
text in the text,
Dude, imagine you have like storybook first date with some girl and you go out and
You hit it off and it's wonderful.
you hit it off and it's wonderful, and you go to a coffee shop and you dance a little bit in the rain at some point under a street light,
feeling things you haven't felt in so long,
and then you're like, when can I see you again? And she's like, Wednesday. What's the next day? That is,
oh my god, tomorrow's Wednesday.
tomorrow.
It's
Let's
perfect,
go.
Perfect.
Right as
Okay,
soon
great.
as I get out of my late shift, I want you there.
That's great.
I want to have. I want to go to our favorite parking lot next to the tree.
Yeah.
The trees and the pumpkins,
Yeah.
and I want to eat takeout with you.
Oh, amazing! I'll bring the joint. We'll listen to some good music.
This is we'll go to Mulholland. We'll look at the lights.
Perfect. God, it's just been so long since I felt this good about a connection.
This
with
is gonna.
someone.
I
Yeah, this
can't.
is
I
great.
seriously. We're still together for the first date, and I can't wait to see you again on the second date. And I'll bring Jeff and Tina, and we'll all have a beautiful time
And
for our
you'll
second
meet my
date.
den. You'll meet my den, and I'll introduce you to my alpha.
Dude, and
His
then
name's Brick.
Brick is on the second date. He drives
Dude,
her to the second date.
It was so
Bye,
funny.
Brick, and they tongue kiss for a long time before he drives away.
Dude, I don't want to talk too much about it more, but I will say
that
that
sucks because I'm having a great time.
one of the two that they brought,
Yeah.
looked like I could not even believe they. What I told my friend is that they looked like the timekeeper. Like this guy keeps time. This guy is a clock. He repairs clocks.
You absolutely can't take the trope of the ugly one out of
No,
the
you
Hollywood.
cannot. You
Because they
can't.
need that so bad.
They do.
Good-looking people get everything. And then you're in a situation where you could have an open relationship and openly and honestly fuck a bunch of people.
Yeah.
Ugly people need that. They need that.
Absolutely. And that's the funny thing to me, which is look, get your kicks, have your polycule, have your polyamorous relationships. It's fine. I'm understanding that love and relationships and gender identities and all those things are complicated, complex.
So hard to be happy.
things.
Find your whatever you need to do.
Totally. But I can't help but feel like the reason why some of these guys, like this fucking timekeeper motherfucker, was in the polycule with them is because no one really wants to just be with that guy.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
It's yeah.
They need that.
It needs to be friend zone, it's almost like a friend zone relationship.
If you find someone, if you look like a fucking ghoul, you find someone who wants to have sex with you and cares about you emotionally, and then is but I also want to have sex with other people, and you're a ghoul,
Yeah.
you absolutely gotta
You
be
can't say no
you
to
have
that.
to at least consider.
Oh, you can't say no. Yeah.
You gotta strap in and just engage with that for the rest of your life.
You're like,
Yeah,
this might
yeah.
be the last time that I have sexual encounter
Yeah.
with another person.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be uncool and not go along with the
Yeah.
polycule.
Yeah.
But on the
You'll be
flip
friends
side-
with Jeff.
On the flip side, if that affects you and you're not aligned with that, that might be really fucking hard to
Yeah,
bite
just-
your tongue about.
But people absolutely do.
Fuck
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. Dude, and what's crazy is this person, incredibly late to the date,
Awesome.
already fucking hammered,
Oh no.
being helped in by the two dead.
Steve, oh my god.
It's so good shit.
Dude carried in
And
by the
I'm
other
like,
two.
oh man, I'm just gonna at this point, I just want to see how this goes.
Yeah.
And
You're thinking about what your friend said, and you're like, I'll show you. You don't know shit.
dude, I'm like, I am so gonna let this girl down in a way that's gonna get her so laid by her two polycool guys tonight.
Yeah.
And so I was like, dude,
Brought
this
two
is crazy.
other guys.
Oh, a girl and a guy.
Oh.
Sorry, I did say two other guys, but
Yeah.
it was a girl. It was a girl, I think.
Well, you don't know
Sorry.
about the polycule members you could see.
Exactly.
Or you can't see. It's cockroaches. If
Dude.
there's two, if she brings two, there's 14.
It was, dude. It was.
They're in the walls.
If there's two, there's more.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, the second she came in the door with this entourage and this like demeanor and this attitude,
Dude, it's like it's like 90s fucking slow motion, like Rachel Lee Cook coming into the room, but she's wasted. She's being held up.
Kiss me, I'm by the bearded Marley, and she's like dry heaving,
Swing,
and
swing.
spit in slow motion.
She drops her phone, it shatters. It's beautiful. Her Motorola Razor phone.
But she was like, before I was like, this is not gonna work out, this is not a good date, she was like totally just kissing these two people.
Yeah, you have
like,
to.
endlessly. And I'm like, this is a date.
Yeah. As they know it.
And so at one point I go over to her and she thinks I'm trying to kiss her. So she's like, what?
You must be trying
And I'm
to
like,
kiss.
listen, I'm like an old fashioned guy.
Yeah.
And I had no idea.
I don't approve of your mixed race couple.
But can your timekeeper guy hook me up with some jewels?
Listen, can the timekeeper guy get me out of here? Can you zap me?
Can we use this time machine? So
Was this a? Did you meet on an app?
Yeah, it was an app, but it was it was
dispensable ass people, dude.
It was an app, yeah, but this was kind of, it was before the like inundation of like bots.
Yeah.
So I was like,
but it makes people
just they think
worth
everything
less.
Yeah.
You fucking, it's like the Amazon of people.
For sure.
You just swipe away, and that's why everybody get ghosted, and that's why everyone like. People are late. Like, no one gives a fuck about anyone because you're just like part of a scroll.
Yeah, exactly.
Sad.
And I guess they're like, maybe trying to get more people in their commune or something. Or the
timekeeper was going out of town for the holidays.
Yeah, exactly. He needed to go fix a time problem in the
at Big Ben.
The universe time.
He had to go fix the rift.
The space-time continuum.
Yeah.
And so you're still with her?
Yes, 6 years later, and we're making it work.
And yeah, that was right.
But that guy that like warned me, like once it was over and she left and that guy was still there, I was like, we had the greatest conversation afterwards because I was like, I've never.
How long did the date last?
I mean, technically it was like maybe an hour.
Yeah. And you look over and your friend is like.
But it wasn't even like a date, like let's talk and get to know each other. It was literally like a mingling mix of all sorts of like weird.
Well, it's kind of like a networking event.
It kind of felt like at that point.
Yeah.
But it's just that more people kept coming in that person knew and that I knew, and then it just started to become this like weird thing. But now forever, that guy who like gave me the heads up and like saved my ass from some weird shit.
Yeah.
Not like I would have gone any further than experiencing that experience. But that guy is like a forever trustworthy person.
Dude. That guy told you had something in your teeth before an important moment.
Or booger or whatever.
Yeah, you had a booger in your teeth, whatever.
You had a booger. You have a booger in your teeth.
Yeah. Dude, what are we, didn't we have an agenda?
We did. Well, let's
we
hit
just
some
did
ads.
It. We
I
did
think
it.
We hit some ads.
We did the
Yeah,
whole
it's about
agenda.
that time.
And then we've got a couple things to talk about.
That story was what we had written down.
We wrote that whole thing, by the way, as a script.
Yeah, so
great.
we were gonna try maybe a segment later on, but let's get through the ads.
Yeah, but
and
we
then
have a new fun little game we can try.
we have a fun little game we could try, and then we wanted to talk a little bit about Quentin Tarantino also.
Yeah. Also, I had a comedy story, if that's interesting.
Absolutely, it's interesting.
Always, bro.
I already know it is. All right.
We'll be right back after this commercial from Old Navy.
Hey guys, I want to thank HeadGum. I want to thank all the cast and crew of Dynamic Banter. Leah, Josh, Corey, James, Mike, myself. I want to thank myself.
I want to thank yourself too, dude.
I would love to thank yourself. Go thank yourself. And Merry Christmas to everybody. I hope your holidays are going good. I hope you guys are planning some nice stuff. We've got the 500th episode of this show rolling steadily towards us like a freight train.
I can't believe it, dude. The end of season 1. What a time it's been.
It's the end of season 1, and it's been a crazy season, and we have who knows what we have in store for season 2, James.
Dude, I've got some crazy ideas.
How is there still some left? Those chairs stay here when you leave.
I was gonna buy them.
Dude, you have to put the sunglasses on to farm.
Down.
But down. But 500th episode of DB is coming, and we'd love to hear from you guys in the history roads about your dynamic banter memories.
Please share with us your fondest DB memes.
For those of you that have been around from the very beginning, this is crazy to know that you guys have been listening to 500 episodes of this show.
Please include whether or not you enjoyed the Beatles episodes during the pandemic.
We really want to know, because Mike and I had a discussion about it the other day, and Mike was like, I'm pretty sure everybody hated that.
Well, there's Beatles stuff around right now.
Yeah, there's new Beatles things
And you were like,
happening.
we should do a deep dive for the Patreon. And I'm like, how soon they forget.
But I want to.
That was like doing a book report in 6th grade, and the teacher was like,
okay,
yuck.
next.
Yeah, I don't know, C.
God.
Goodbye.
Who said it was okay? Who told you to do that?
Who else is doing a podcast?
But there's a lot of stuff about the Beatles that we love, and I just learned that James is not much of a Beatles guy, but it appreciates them.
Just never did never got into them.
Do you
Not
have
out
a
of
desire to learn about the Beatles?
Not right now.
We could do it right now.
We could do it right now. We're ready. We can show him the flip book. Is
We
it
could
here somewhere?
unfortunately do this right now.
What happened to the flip book?
This is all you need to know.
It's kind of it's interesting if it's because I don't think it's kind of a Merry Christmas from us.
We need a
to
new
you.
DVD of Steve.
It's kind of scratched up. James, we'll get to you in a second. Oh yeah, this is a rite of passage actually for someone to see the Beatles flip book.
There are 2 people who know what this looked like. 3 people. Kevin.
Well, actually, there is now a 4th.
Who?
Our friend Ralph Oppel, because he requested, our boy who directed that Lost documentary.
Oh, yeah?
He was like, because he's a big fan of the show. He
Yeah.
buys our merch.
He
and
wanted to see it?
He was like, is there any chance I could see it?
You
and
let
so
him see
I
it?
took it. I took it from the studio.
You took this
Yeah.
and then you put it back in the sneaky spot?
I think we talked about it.
Without Mike knowing?
We talked about it.
Unbelievable.
We talked about it.
I just have no memory.
I said, I'm going to take this to Ralph so he can see it.
There's 5 people who know what this book looked like. And I want you to be the 6th, I guess. This is all you need to know about the Beatles is in this.
I think you'll be the 5th. Because me, Mike, Kevin,
Thank you,
Ralph.
man.
You're the
I'm
10th
honored.
person to know
You're
about
the 7th.
this. It's a flip book. You flip it? Do you get it now?
That was incredible.
Do you want to see it again?
Dude, what if that's how, like, in the future humans learned about stuff?
Everything.
Yeah.
Just like you see a
flip book.
flip book of like things morphing into something else, and you are able to you download all the information about
Yeah.
that thing.
Yeah.
This is one of the most incredible things I've ever seen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying.
Can I look at it one more
and
time?
That's the
Yeah,
Beatles.
please look at it
May
one
I?
more time. I think you should. In
You're
fact,
the 8th person to do this.
I would have been offended if you didn't look at it another time.
Can you look at it one more time? Dude, me at the gynecologist. Look at it
You
one
you
more
just
time.
look one more time.
Loves it.
My favorite part is they start.
Well, hold
Dude,
on,
don't-
hold
don't-
on.
I was
Don't.
just stopping myself.
Yeah.
I was just stopping myself.
Hold on. This is a privilege. It's privileged information.
Back in the safe. We should buy a safe.
No, that is one of the most brilliant things I think, and profound things I've ever seen.
How
And
do
I
you
want
sum
to. I
up a
want to
career?
talk about
I
it.
know. I want to talk
I
about
wanna
it
talk
too.
about it.
I've always wanted to talk about it.
I want to talk about it too, but the problem is, and I think all of us will run into this, they haven't made words beautiful enough
No, they haven't.
to describe it.
No, they haven't.
So we would be inaccurate in our description.
Yeah,
of the
dude, it
thing.
would literally be like we would make new verbiage.
I think we have to get our tongues
If-
split
if-
so we can make the new sounds it would take.
If I could say one thing about it, and feel free to say I shouldn't have said it or it's too much.
Feel free to tell I didn't told you so.
But all I want to say is how they do that.
yeah.
That's kind of my whole feeling about it, is how they do that.
How did they do that?
They used to do effects like that in movies too.
Whoa.
And I'm always so like, how do they do that?
Effects like what?
Exactly. Think of every effect. Please, God, don't fucking fart. I'm out of here,
I
man.
can't believe there are so many.
I also
and there's
can't
no like
either.
circulation in this room right now. Is there a fan?
I guarantee it will not stink.
How can you guarantee
Because
that?
I'm in this time in my life where
I'm in a time in my life.
I'm in a time of my life where I just
You
know.
aimed it at me, man.
Don't you know when it's gonna smell before you do it?
No.
sometimes?
No.
Oh, really?
No
Interesting.
one would ever fart if they knew that. No one would ever fart in
If
public.
they knew. Well, but you've never been like.
I can't believe you're going to try to fake reason this.
No, I
conversation.
can't believe that you would not answer yes to this.
that
Let me
I
ask you
know
that.
whether or
No,
not it's
let
going
me
to
ask you
smell.
this.
Yes, please.
Yeah. Like you've ever had like a bad tummy ache,
Yes.
and you've got a fart that's about to come out, and
Yeah.
your stomach hurts,
And you're like, this one will probably smell.
Yes.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. Like I've got to.
But to know every time and to never be surprised is wackadoo.
Okay, so here's what I'll say. You're mostly right, because I would say
And I was right.
98.9% of the time.
And this is a number that you've gotten from experiments that you've done.
Yes,
And research and data and a control variable
Correct.
and a big sample size.
correct,
Like a
because
scientist.
Because I'm around when I fart.
That's right. You're around
Every
every time you farted.
I'm around.
You're around.
I'm around to collect data.
Yes.
Unless I'm sleeping, and so maybe I can't account for that, and that's kind of where I've added a little bit of
And
the
that's
variable.
the 0.7.
That's the point ish.
Even though you're sleeping for half of your life,
That's the point ish.
you always know when you're sleeping whether or not your farts smell.
If there's like 6 to 14 more farts in here for this episode we're recording, and just one of them smells, then I will never fart again, even at home.
this whole conversation,
Okay.
I'm gonna have my
bullshit.
asshole sewed up, and I have doctors give me a bag
Dr.
where my
Method
poop can
Man.
come out of my tummy.
Good. Okay.
Oh, the weather outside is right.
We forgot it's this part.
Okay, guys, I want to say what's up, Squarespace, for sponsoring our show. And I want to say, hell yeah, Squarespace. Because I'll tell you what, the internet is a place where you should and could, in either order, have a website where you can show off your work, your art, your special events, what have you, sell your products. If you got yourself a little business, it is imperative that you have a website. If you create a service that that people of the internet who have access to the internet could benefit from, then Squarespace is the place to create a website. As a matter of fact, there hasn't been a fart. I have not farted. You will know, okay? Every time I do it, I'll let you know. Squarespace.com is a wonderful website where Mike Falzone has MikeFalzone.com.
That's right.
Which was built entirely using the Squarespace
And
tools.
is currently in the middle of a refurbishment because I think it's just time for a jostle and a change. And though I need time to sit down and do that, I am not intimidated by the process. You know why, Steve?
Why?
Because I know I can make that website look beautiful, and it's not going to take too much emotional strength. I know, and I'm confident that I could do it based on the tools Squarespace gives me.
That's right.
To give myself the best shot of having a nice looking website.
And you don't have to worry if it's going to look good or if you're going to mess something up or whatever, because it's all there for you. The tools are all there. You don't need to install anything or update anything. You do it on your phone. And there's a 24/7 customer support line where they can help you in any way.
I don't think I've ever said this story before, but one time I called them on Christmas.
What the heck? And was it a busy signal? I'd assume.
I don't think the company has a busy signal. I think there's somebody in the building who is always not busy, who is ready to help you with your website problem and needs at Christmas.
I would say, in my own words, that's absolutely fucking incredible.
Not to mention another brand.
Not to mention another brand. But guys, don't take our word for it. Don't just listen to us yap on about Squarespace. Why don't you go check it out yourself? There's no better way to know if it's something you want than for you to have some experience, some personal time with the service. check it out yourself. Give it a shot. Get that trial over at squarespace.com/banter. And then you use that offer code BANTER when you're ready to launch that website. And you'll get 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain using that code. So, once again, check out squarespace.com/banter. Get the free trial. Try it out. Click around. Have a time. And then when you're ready to launch that website, use the offer code BANTER and you'll save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain using Squarespace. So thank you so much to Squarespace.
Thank you, Squarespace.
And don't forget that when you check out the show using our URLs and codes, you are helping you boys out this holiday season. Ain't that nice? Thank you, Squarespace.
Thank you, Squarespace.
Ooh, I'm going to talk about Factor. I'm getting it rumbly in my tumbly.
Whoa, how you gonna, and what are you gonna, and how you gonna?
I'm unsure, actually, because I'm unsure. But what I am sure about is eating well during the holidays can feel impossible, Mike. Especially
right.
when you got those delicious meals coming at you.
So many options. There's sugar cookies. There's sugar plums.
And there's fairies delivering the sugar plums.
That's right, Donald.
They're sugary drinks. They taste like candy bars. And they give you energy and make you crash real hard. And I'm telling you, it's really hard to avoid all of this decadence and deliciousness out in the real world. But thankfully, Factor is here with their chef-prepped, dietitian-approved meals to help you stay balanced and energized through the most indulgent time of the year. And look, unlike meal kits that require prep and cooking, Factor delivers fully prepared, ready-to-eat meals in just 2 minutes. And we're not talking about the stuff you grew up nuking in the wave, thinking that this is not what premium food tastes like. No, sir. These are chef-prepared, guided meals.
That's right.
That were lovingly assembled by people that know what they're doing with food. And there's more variety and more meals. You could choose from a wide selection of weekly meals, including premium seafood choices like salmon and shrimp at no extra cost. And you can support those wellness goals. Savor the global flavors like Asian-inspired meals with bold flavors influenced by China, Thailand, and more.
Okay.
Think savory Korean beef bowls or Thai-style coconut curry. Does that sound good to you?
Yeah.
That's a refreshing break from the traditional holiday fare, I'll tell you that much. So guys, we love delicious meals that are easy to cook and delicious. That's it. That's all I want out of my sustenance.
You want food to be 2 things. Easy to cook, delicious.
And easy to just eat, and that's what Factor is all about. So eat smart at factormeals.com/banter, 50 off, and use the code BANTER 50 off to get 50% off your first box, plus free breakfast for 1 year.
Whoa.
That's like a treat from the heavens.
That's actually crazy.
That's code BANTER 50 off at factormeals.com for 50% off your first box, plus free breakfast for 1 year. And this exclusive holiday offer won't last, so lock in your savings before the New Year rush. Offer only valid for new Factor customers with code and qualifying auto-renewing subscription purchase. Thank you, Factor.
Thank you.
Cameron Durham.
What? Hey, I'm talking.
Santa!
Yeah. What do you want for Christmas right now?
An American Girl doll.
You want all the things I heard was American Girl doll.
I want a puppy. I want SpongeBob.
Okay, 3 things.
Big guy. SpongeBob.
What's
big
that?
guy.
What is it?
6, 7.
Okay, get off me.
Yeah, boo boo. Merry Christmas, you guys. So let's talk about Quentin Tarantino.
It's at what point is it disrespectful? I think we have to take all these things into account. You've done so many weird bodily things in my house recently, and I just want to talk. I just want to bring it up to see if there's a line. Is there a line? I guess it's up to me to decide.
Oh, I'm sorry. I guess I'll just have the worst stomach in my life keeping all these fucking farts in.
Can I add to that?
Yeah.
I guess you will.
Thanks, man. No problem. I'll just be uncomfortable and pain over here for Christmas. Don't worry about me.
Okay. Done.
Thank you for holding it.
Thank you for holding. Guys, we have to talk a little bit about Quentin Tarantino, if we could, for a second.
What's his
Are
deal?
you okay with talking about this for a second?
Who's Quentin Tarantino?
Quentin Tarantino is a guy that says
Says the N-word a lot.
says the N-word in his movies.
Yeah, and he also code switches. And
Oh my god!
Is it code
it's one of the
switcher?
most uncomfortable things to watch.
Yeah.
Quentin Tarantino code switching. Let's talk about that.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Nah, so let's watch the thing.
No.
If you're white and you have black friends, just talk like you. It makes everybody else less nervous.
Well, it's interesting because this guy's clearly in a position of power, and he has money and wealth, and
That's cool. How do you get that?
people let you get away with things when you do that, when you have that, when you're a wealthy white guy.
I also think if you've made money, if you've helped a lot of other people make money, I think that's when you get a lot of leeway and friends. If you're hot and you help people make money, that's everything.
For sure.
Quentin Tarantino is not hot, but he has helped a lot of other people make money.
No, but he's been recently like talking shit and stuff, and he said something about who's that guy that was Shaggy and
Yeah, he talked some shit about Matthew Lillard.
Matthew Lillard.
And
He
I'm
said
like,
Paul
you don't
Dano.
talk shit about Matthew Lillard.
Is Matthew Lillard out there? First of all, this is what podcasting has given us, right? People go on podcasts and talk shit about people.
Yeah.
That's like everyone's like open
Well,
and honest.
Dude,
and that,
podcasts, like there's so many fucking podcasts and everyone's just having conversations, like the same conversations that they would have with people off camera.
Yeah, we're
But
too
those
comfortable.
Same conversations are just happening on camera, and then everyone's like, wait, what the fuck?
Wait, I can't believe somebody else saw this. Yeah, dog. 200,000 people see every
Dude,
episode.
you're Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah.
You're like one of the most popular men in Maxim's Hot 100 list.
Well,
Remember
he's-
when we saw
yeah.
celebrities once every 3 years?
It was
We saw them
awesome.
at like the Thanksgiving
Dude,
parade, and
I
they waved.
know.
And
And then
you're
that
like,
was,
"Holy
and then they
shit,
would be
dude."
sitting at the Golden Globes. You'd be like, "Oh fuck!"
Yeah.
And then that's it. You
or-
wouldn't like hear their thoughts.
Yeah, and make you, and you're just like, ew.
One time I went to Universal City Walk, and I saw John Stamos and Rebecca Romaine Stamos having sushi out on the patio right by the walkway where everybody walks. And I was like, these guys are like, they want to be seen right now. They want to be seen eating sushi in a public place. They're not in the restaurant in the corner with their sunglasses on. They're out there and they're like, look at me. I'm fucking celebrities having a good time out here.
What about if they were just people and they just want to eat outside, but they feel like they can't because they're celebrities?
I would
Like if
say-
you were John Stamos and Rebecca Romaine Stamos, and it was the most beautiful spring day, and you were like, "Fuck, I wish we could just eat outside, but we can't."
I
And
certainly
then
feel- have
Rebecca Romaine
sympathy.
is like, "Yeah, we can. Let's just eat outside." And then you walk by like, "These fucks just want to be seen."
I have sympathy for people that are like, let's have a nice meal outside. But unfortunately, at the time, they were pretty popular celebrities. Rebecca Romaine was in like the X-Men movies and shit.
So they're not allowed.
And
But she's
I'm
blue.
not
No
saying
one
they're
could-
not allowed. I'm just saying
No, she was in full Mystique makeup.
I'm
Oh
saying,
well, that they just want to be seen.
what I'm saying is for them, how many can I get a picture? Can I get an autographs happen into their meal for them to regret doing it?
Well, I think at that point you're like, I'll have enough. I'll go outside and I'll have enough faith in human beings to be like, maybe they'll see me eating, and have the common decency to not ask.
It's
me
a
for
nice
picture.
thought for sure. It is a nice.
How do you know
it's a
their
nice
shit
hope.
was uninterrupted? Did you see anyone interrupt them?
I just know how LA is, and I know how people get around celebrities, and there's no tact. There's like, I've been bothered during a meal by someone to be like, dude,
I
Zaragoza.
Dude, I have too, and I like reacted in a way where I was just like, dude, not now.
Yeah, you gotta.
And
You're allowed
you
to
feel
do
a
that.
little.
You
I
gotta.
agree. I totally agree, and I think especially like it should be kind of like okay at any point to
You
be
just
like.
can't count on people
Yeah.
to
But
be
there's
respectful.
also like
That's it.
for sure. I mean, there's also a level of like, oh, I appreciate that you like me.
Yeah.
you know. But then there's also like, hey, I'm eating.
Yeah.
You
You're
know?
allowed to be a person.
100%.
I mean, that's the more... When I lived in Connecticut, celebrity was like this far off
TV thing. or
TV
movie
thing. Didn't even exist. And then we are here, and I know so many celebrities now of all different, like...
Yeah.
I know Z-list people, and I know fucking A-list people. And it's weird to see a person you saw ascend to that.
Yeah.
Not... or be bothered or not be able to do certain things, but there's still, I guess my point is there's still people who like want to eat outside sometimes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I have sympathy for them, but it must be a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Because there's people that have no tact and no respect, and are just like, you're here for my entertainment no matter what you're doing, and I want to get a picture proof of it, so that they're putting it on my Instagram, make my Tinder profile picture me and Matthew Lillard.
Dude, I remember my mom saw Ric Flair in an airport or a hotel lobby and was like, my son is a huge wrestling fan. It would be awesome if we could just take a picture or something. And he was like, not right now. And she got the idea that like he was having problems with somebody at the hotel or the front desk or something like that.
was a bad
And she
time.
called me and talked to me about it. And she was like very adamant about saying like, it was so, he did it in such like a respectful way.
Yeah.
And she was like happy that he spoke up for himself like that.
Yeah.
And was
That's
able to
nice.
be like, not right now, I'm having a
But how
situation.
many people would be like, this piece of shit
Oh,
asshole?
wrestling fans?
What an asshole.
So
you
many.
too big, you're big shot, you big shot, can't even say hi to my mom.
Big shot, you can't even have your room ready when you get here?
So
That has to be a
anyway,
problem?
Quentin Tarantino talks shit about Paul Dano, and there's a clip here, James. Should I click this out?
Go ahead and click.
Is
that.
this ready to go, or
Ready
is
to
it?
go.
Oh, it is ready to go.
movie.
Great job.
If I had a criticism about the film, it would.
So he's talking about There Will Be Blood. You seen that movie? There
Is there
Will Be
another
Blood.
podcast going on in the background?
I think so.
Oh,
I
they're
think
watching a
it's
clip from the movie.
Yeah, I think I'm not sure exactly. This isn't like a clip from the podcast because I didn't want to go and get
Yeah.
that from like Spotify and shit because there's no. I don't think there's like a video version of it.
No, I think it is his podcast because it says it's Source
from-
Video Archives podcast. Source Eli Roth's History of Horror. Oh, maybe it's like a show. or
Well, there's
something?
several things in that video.
Oh,
Several
oh,
different
oh, I
moments
see,
of
I
him
see,
like
I
talking
see.
about. I think.
Yeah, but it's also like the clip.
But that
there's a clip
specific
from
one
the movie.
just happened. Yeah, I think
played.
that somebody just made this video and put like the audio over it. So like this isn't like the original source, but it's from I believe the Brett Ellis Easton podcast
Many names.
that Quentin was on. And
This is good
they're
for
talking
source
about,
nerds.
Yeah, I think
This
sources
part's
are
good for
important.
yeah.
He also hangs out at the Comedy Store all the time. So I'm going to have to answer for anything.
Listen, I like Quentin Tarantino. I know that his politics are weird and his opinions are weird, and he's
I think he's a masterful filmmaker. I don't think
Masterful.
that anyone's above like criticism, especially when you share an opinion publicly. I think that you should be like, you
Open
should
to
expect
criticism,
people
yeah.
that have a different opinion.
yeah, for sure.
No more opinions, maybe.
But it's interesting because like, have you seen There Will Be Blood? That movie with
I don't think so.
Oh boy,
it's so good. I mean,
It's
it's
like a
Daniel
masterpiece.
Day-Lewis, Paul Thomas
I heard it
Anderson
was very, won a bunch
movie.
of awards and stuff like that.
Yeah, and Paul Dano's in it. I think he was a late inclusion in the movie. Like he wasn't originally cast and came in very late. And I guess he had like a very difficult job fitting into the film. But I thought he did great, and I didn't think anything.
He's fantastic.
He's
a
fantastic.
fantastic actor. Yeah,
He's not a conventional actor.
He's a
He's
character
like kind of
actor.
a weird looking guy. He's a character actor, and
It's like a stretched out kid.
he does look like a stretched out kid.
I think he's like. I genuinely think that he's like a top 10 like character actor.
Yeah.
Of the last.
Rate
like,
his
10,
body.
15
How
years.
hot is his
He looks
body?
Oh, he's got a
Jim-
great bod.
he looks like Jimmy Neutron.
Yeah.
Grown up,
Yeah.
came to life.
He got his start, I believe, like his big breakout was Little Miss Sunshine.
yeah.
He was like
a young
the
lad in that
grown
one.
like teen Fantastic, like fucking incredible film.
Yeah, I mean, but I can understand why some people would say his performance in There Will Be Blood was kind of like, especially when you're up against Daniel Day-Lewis and all these like fucking heavy hitters and shit, and you got this fucking incredible filmmaker directing you. But here's what Tarantino said about Paul Dano. Here we go.
About the film, it would fall to Paul Dano's performance. Not that the performance is bad. There's nothing bad about it. It's just it does seem a compromise. He's just not in the level and the caliber of Daniel Day-Lewis. And if the two characters are meant to be combats throughout the film, then Daniel Day-Lewis is Muhammad Ali and Paul Dano is Jerry Quarry.
Okay, so he's just saying he doesn't
Look up that other boxer real fast.
He's just saying he doesn't match up with Daniel Day-Lewis.
Yeah,
he's not saying
though. There's more.
He's
though.
not saying it's a bad performance. You want
There's
me to
more.
keep playing?
Yeah.
Also, he smelled like fucking shit.
And it is what it is.
Now, I would say, though, There Will Be Blood would stand a better chance to be in number 1 or number 2 if it didn't have a big giant flaw in it.
Pause real quick. He's
And the
talking about, I believe actually that this clip is the one that's the most recent one that came out. And he's talking about like his top movies of the 21st century or something. Which I think he had. I think he had There Will Be
for him.
Yeah, I think There Will Be Blood was like number 5 for him, and then now he's talking about why
It's not number 1 or 2. Okay.
And the flaw,
And the
of course,
flaw is
famously.
Paul Dano. Obviously, it's supposed to be a two-hander, and it's also so drastically obvious that it's not a two-hander. He is weak sauce, man. He's a weak sister.
Is it the character?
He's eating him. No, another terrific act. Austin Butler would have been wonderful in that role. He's just such a weak,
Can I say
uninteresting guy.
Can I say something?
Wow, weak, uninteresting guy.
There was something that happened outside of this context. Paul Dano somehow either reminds Quentin Tarantino of somebody else, or there was some kind of situation
No
where
doubt.
they didn't mesh personally outside.
Yeah, like maybe he wanted him for some role, and he was like, "I don't really like the script."
Yeah,
like Paul
yeah,
Dano was
yeah.
like, "I didn't love the script."
I promise you something
like
like
hurt
that
his
happened.
feelings.
Yeah. Because that sounds like that kind of complaint about somebody. Because even if you respected somebody as an actor
You don't say it
or
like
an
that.
artist or whatever, you would be like, I didn't agree with that at all. Doesn't mean he's not a
Right,
great guy.
right.
You don't go, he's weak sauce.
Yeah.
He's a weak
He's
sister.
weak sauce, a weak
That's such a
sister.
weirdly personal thing to say.
It is very personal, and like I think that yeah, man, like movie is more than like probably anything people have opinions on and
Yeah.
shit like that. And it's like I don't know. I think it's
Well,
it's such a targeted like personal.
Yeah,
attack
yeah.
on Paul
It's
Dano.
funny because there's
And Paul
this
Dano's
pic-
so like a nut. Like he doesn't really do anything to anyone. Like Paul Dano just like acts in movies and then like lives his life.
Yeah.
This is kind of part of the drama cycle with these interviews
Where it just
and
gets picked
podcasts.
up and
It gets
Yeah.
picked up, so there's like what the public puts on it, and then there's whatever personal gripes these people have, and then there's like whatever is actually happening.
Right.
And it's never like, I don't know. I think in a perfect world, if people wanted to talk shit about each other, the podcast would be like, we have a problem and now we have to do a podcast together.
Right.
And there's some kind of like moderator or something that
Yeah.
doesn't give half a shit about
Right.
the situation. But it's like you see a very powerful celebrity in their own environment be like, now I could say, I can make this whatever I want right now because I control the narrative right now. And then you got to go back to like you push it through the filter of like the public is going to hear it and do whatever they want with it, which is going to amplify everything. And then you could only hope that like, okay, now we hear what Paul Dano has to say. And then somebody shoots Tupac.
Yeah, everyone's waiting for Paul Dano to respond.
Which
Or-
is
or
lame
the-
because what if Paul Dano was like, I don't give a fucking shit about this crazy asshole.
Yeah.
And it's just playing like Mario Kart on the new Switch too. And it's like, now I have to like go on No Jumper and talk
And
shit
do a
about.
fucking rap diss
But it's
track.
funny
Yeah,
because
yeah.
it's like certainly Tarantino talking shit about Paul Dano is not the first time celebrities have talked about their very public distaste for
Yeah.
some other celebrity.
When has that happened in the past?
When has it ever happened?
Well,
It's
case in
never
point, what we're listening to right now.
Yeah. One of my favorite ones, though, and I don't know if we've talked about it on the show, but one of my fucking favorite ones is Jim Carrey and Tommy Lee Jones.
Oh yeah, Tommy Lee Jones hated the fuck
It's
out
the
of that guy.
perfect one ever because it's
That's
just
incredible.
yeah. It's like so they were working on Batman Forever.
Yeah.
And do you know about this, James?
I don't know about this beef. No.
Oh, this is great.
But I love
so
it.
they worked together on Batman Forever. They were Riddler. Jim Carrey was Riddler. Tommy Lee Jones was Two-Face. And they worked together for however long on that movie. And during the filming, Jim Carrey saw Tommy Lee Jones at a restaurant and went over to him to say hi. And Tommy Lee Jones looked at him and said,
I don't really want to be seen right now.
I'm sorry, I'm having dinner with my family. He said, I cannot, I don't like you and I cannot sanction your buffoonery.
Ugh.
Like not only like, hey, I don't really like you, but like everything about your identity, I can't like co-sign on. I can't
but
even become a part
saying
of.
that in such a fucking like
Like in a thespian,
Intellectual
like
way.
intellectual.
yeah.
It's so funny because it's like, because I love Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like I love him.
I like Tommy Lee Jones.
I love Tommy Lee Jones. And to think about these two incredible artists.
Yeah.
Like, what is Tommy Lee Jones? He just doesn't like.
Dude, but also let's go ahead and zoom out a little bit and say so they hired a comedian to be the Riddler. What a fucking wackadoo choice that is, right? That's common sense
For
choice.
sure.
You hire somebody exactly like Jim Carrey to play that
Yeah.
for the film. That's what you want. And then it's like Tommy Lee Jones has such a problem with him not being a thespian on the set of Batman Forever, where Batman has nipples.
I'm not
nipples.
into your buffoonery shit. Anyway,
Yeah,
let's
but
do our
he's-
nipple Batman.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna turn over here and change my voice because I have two faces on
Yeah,
right now.
yeah.
I'm being real. You're being too much.
We're literally doing the Adam West series in a movie, and it's not Shakespeare.
Two people playing Batman villains, one accusing the other one of being too much.
But I love that. I mean, and honestly, if you think about it, it's probably just like what? Well, Tommy Lee Jones probably just doesn't like that kind of comedy,
Yeah,
I guess,
dude.
where you're like, "Oh, I'm doing this now, and I'm physical,"
Which is 100% understandable.
for sure.
Yeah, but it's like, when your coworkers coming together to like make a thing that you're both being paid millions of dollars for, you can't just be like,
Just keep your mouth shut and
no one gives a fuck about your personal. No one needs to know that.
They shouldn't.
Things should stay in.
In private,
You know?
and here's the thing about Quentin Tarantino, going back to that, like, he's this big movie nerd first and foremost. Like, he's a movie lover, movie nerd. He talks endlessly about movies.
Oh, he's seen every movie that's ever been made.
Every
And how does
movie,
that
every
sound?
movie that's ever been made.
What does that sound
Well,
like?
I've seen every movie that's ever been made, all right? Okay? And, some of them are kind of like, well, they're not the best, okay, all right? But I will say that I don't fucking like Matthew Lillard. Okay?
Francis Ford Coppola is a fucking genius, okay?
And so I'm watching Scooby-Doo, all right? And I'm watching Scooby-Doo, and I'm like, what the fuck is this?
I'm watching Scooby-Doo, and the dog is kind of talking, he's kind of not talking. I'm like, okay.
The dog's got kind of this brother thing going on. Okay. He's so frantic, but the thing with
Matthew Lillard, it's just that when I was watching the cartoons, Matthew Lillard didn't eat a whole sandwich in one bite, a triple-decker sandwich, okay?
it's not possible. First of all,
I mean, I just want a little bit of like sincerity here. I want a little bit of like real life. Shit.
yeah. And I actually
There's
kind
no
of
race wars in Scooby-Doo, okay?
If I'm going to be honest with everybody here, okay, all right, what I really love is I really miss Casey Kasem. He's the best Scooby-Doo. He's the best Shaggy. Okay, all right.
Was Casey Kasem Shaggy?
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
We're gonna eat a sandwich.
Tonight on the number 9 song of the week.
Everybody get in the van. I'm looking up Wilma's skirt.
But he also said so.
Wilma?
Both of them.
Wilma is Flintstones. Sorry.
Velmer. Vecna. Tarantino said he doesn't care for Matthew Lillard, who responded by saying, "I'm humbling. It's humbling and it hurts." Matthew Lillard was hurt by Quentin Tarantino. This is after the Paul Dano thing. So he's going after these, like, staying in their own lane.
People nobody hears
Guys.
from.
People that no one that aren't like
No one's
getting in the
talking
way
to-
or being
Yeah, yeah.
problematic at all in any way, shape, or
Yeah,
form.
that's also like punching down makes you an asshole.
100%.
Yeah.
So it's
And like
why
Matthew
would
Lillard
you-
just has like his, I think he runs like a D&D thing,
yeah.
which is awesome.
Which is Matthew Lillard. He gets no pussy. Okay, all right.
Like me.
He doesn't jive, okay, all right? Okay.
How old is Quentin Tarantino? Is he like 70s now?
He's got to be pushing 70.
So I think at some point your filters just go and you got to stay in the conversation.
Well, and that's the thing. Like, when you're an insane movie nerd, you have these opinions.
Yeah.
You've seen every movie ever made.
You've
You
seen
know who-
Scooby Doo. You've seen Will There Be Blood?
Will there be
blood?
Will there be
Will there be
soup?
poop?
That's what I want to know before I go to the party. But apparently, Matthew Lillard said, Quentin Tarantino this week said that he doesn't like me as an actor. Whatever. Who gives a shit?
Did he say that?
Yeah.
Yes,
And then,
that's the only response.
and then he said, listen, the point is that it hurts your feelings. It fucking sucks. And you wouldn't say that to Tom Cruise. You wouldn't say that to somebody who's a top of the line actor in
Right.
Hollywood.
Right.
I think many people would be far more likely to say it about Cruise, but that's beside the point. And then he said, I'm very popular in this room. He was at a convention where people love Scooby-Doo and shit. Matthew Lillard and Scream. And he said, I'm not very popular in Hollywood. Two totally different microcosms. And so, you know, it's humbling and it hurts. He was hurt by Tarantino. But
Who
also,
fucking
like,
cares,
who
dude?
cares about any of it?
Right. Why are we talking about it?
Because I like Quentin Tarantino movies and stuff, but everyone's, like, all up in arms about Paul Dano, like, protect our precious
We got
Paul
to separate
Dano.
the art from the artist.
Definitely, I agree with that.
You got to just watch Pulp Fiction and not think too much about who the director likes personally.
All right, well, what do we have time for?
We've got time to end this one.
Great. Guys, we had some segments we had planned, but we're not going to get to those this
Can I
time.
say dates?
Mike's got dates.
You can come see me live at the Irvine Improv on the 17th of December. You can come see me live in San Jose on the 21st of January. And then from the 26th of January to the 2nd, I'm going to be in New York at the Stand for most of that week. And then on the 1st of February, it looks like I'll be at the New York Comedy Club in Stamford, Connecticut.
Ho,
probably.
ho, hold the date.
And then RRRSVP to March 15th. I'm doing Surrounded in Indy and probably some shows in Chicago surrounding that date.
Go ho ho to MikeFalzone.com.
Don't ho, stay in that night. It'd be a good night to go out. It's probably going to be cold out there. Get your booties on.
We got a new Grey Bones in the Grave launching on December 24th. Sheesh. And it's a great episode called Ho Ho Homicide. It's a Christmas episode written by Brett Register and starring Joe Beretta,
Whoa.
Elliot Morgan,
Whoa.
Brock Baker,
David Bowe.
Anthony Carboni,
Dano.
myself, Paul Dano,
Paul Dano.
and Douglas Sarine. Do you know who that is?
No.
Do you remember Ask a Ninja?
Yes.
It's the
It's
ninja.
him?
It's him.
Wow, he's back.
He's back and he voices a Santa Claus in
Is
our
he
thing.
like, hi, I'm Santa Claus?
No, but he's so good.
Yeah.
And he did this like super calming, pleasant Santa for us, and
Nice.
it warmed my fucking heart.
When was the last time you had correspondence with that guy? You talked
Douglas
to that guy?
Sarine?
Yeah.
He's friends with Brett Register because Brett Register shot a bunch of Ask a Ninja.
That's so funny.
Isn't that crazy?
Dude, the internet was 14 people back in the day.
Dude, I know.
Everyone knew each other.
There's only a few boys back then, and it's interesting too because Joe's been in the game for a while. You've been in the game for a while, and I always ask like, do you guys have a relationship with that guy at all? Like, did you ever work with him or meet him or anything?
Do you guys know Renetto?
Who's that? Damn, deeper cut. But for Douglas Sarine for the Ask a Ninja guy, Joe was like, no, I never worked with him, but I always loved the show and I watched the show. And Carboni was like, I'd put Ask a Ninja on my iPod, like
yeah,
video.
iPod video, yeah. Yeah,
watch the
dude.
episodes and shit.
Yeah.
Anyway, good episode. Check that out at graybonesinagrave.com or listen to it on the podcast thing.
I've got a little plug as well.
Oh, plug it.
We've got a brand new Sugar Pine 7 Just a
Whoa.
Couple Friends video coming out the week of Christmas.
Fuck yeah.
Me and Claire are putting out, so keep your eye out for that.
Whoa, Christmas presents for
Little
everybody.
Christmas gifts, man. We're really excited.
That's
I've
very
been
exciting.
Working on it for a minute, for much, much longer than I've been wanting to. So I'm
Yeah.
excited to be finished with it and put it out.
Are you going to
happy?
do a screening with friends and family?
No,
Good. That's great.
it'll be on the internet.
Will you send us a link before it goes live?
Sure.
Because I'd like to see that.
Yeah,
I want to
for
see
sure.
it before anybody else. Is that
You
all
wanna
right?
see it when I
I'm a
put it
fan.
out?
I've been
Yeah.
a fan of Sugar Pine for a very long time.
Now it's not quite. I mean, it's going to be on the Sugar Pine 7 channel, but it's our series that Clay and I do called Just a Couple Friends.
Well, I
which
love
is like
that.
our long form kind of show.
Well, I'm excited
love
to
it.
see it. Send it to me when you have a cut. I would love to see it.
I will.
No notes.
Yeah,
I'm
no
not going to give you
notes, please.
notes.
You can do like 3 rounds of notes.
You can probably do like
Everyone
like a
who
couple
watches
ra-
gets 3 rounds of notes.
It's just like a wild fucking movie.
Yeah.
I was thinking of doing like 3 rounds of notes.
That was a headgum podcast.